Giants get beat 4-3 by the Nationals.
This is a problem now.
Now?
Willard sent me a text.
Boy.
This was a text. He thought this was Vitello's worst day as a coach of the season.
Because he took Logan Webb out after 99 pitches?
No, it's who he replaced him with. A guy this arm, like Steiny, you got to know if your guys are tired and when you've been going to him left and right, like he had nothing. Go ahead. I'm talking. I like Tony Vitello. I'm rooting for him, but Buster Posey is Tony Vitello. Zach Manassium is Tony Vitello. All these dudes are like, why isn't their bullpen better? And I'll just make this
because
assessment.
It's terrible.
But had it been better, they might have 8 or 9 or 10 more wins.
Well, that's on Posey. Clearly, that's on Posey.
But last night, shout out Rob Lowe, about last night, man, there's no way, and I know it's so easy, and I do it better than anybody to be Monday morning quarterback, but I think I'm mad at Webb more than Vitello. Logan, if you had a conversation and your rookie manager is asking you how you feeling, in my mind, in my world, Tom Seaver, Matt Bumgardner would have been like, give me that damn ball.
Well, those are all aces. Those are all number ones.
But he is your ace.
Webb's a 2. He's a 2.
It doesn't matter right now. He's your 1. He was mowing the best offense in the National League down. Top 5 in runs, homers, OPS. He had him shut down and had it a pretty efficient 8th inning in regard to pitches used. Why wouldn't – I didn't like Logan Webb saying I told my manager it was up to him.
So you're mad at Posey, Vitello, and Webb.
I'm going to leave Posey out because we already know what it is and what time it is. Shout out Morris Day. You didn't do the bullpen right coming into this season. But Logan Webb, help your manager out. If he approached you, I wanted to, hell yeah, give me that damn ball.
Well, maybe that's one of the reasons he's not an ace.
So you saying 99 he was gassed?
Well, he's only his 3rd game back from the injury list.
He's looking phenomenal.
I mean,
I couldn't believe what went down.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal to take Webb out of the game with 100 pitches. They were up 2 by that point.
Yeah. What about the win part of it that you used them like a...
Well, I look at that as, how long did it take Bruce Bochy to figure out how to manage a bullpen?
Have that answer.
And then he became one of the great, utilizers of a bullpen of any Giants manager. Well, Tony Vitello's just got here for the most part. I mean, this is, to my way of thinking, this is what you had to prepare for over the course of a season, that maybe your rookie manager was going to make some decisions that didn't work out, and you were going to have to live with them. And last night was one of them.
Yeah, and it's just, you had talked about, they won 4 or 5. They'd won a series against Chicago, split with Milwaukee. After that series, he got off to a horrific start. And I'm just speaking for the Giant fans I know and how I'm wired. And I know you scoffed at it. We had a conversation Friday at the cafeteria about where they're at collectively in the standings for the wild card because the division's gone. We all know that. But damn, after that one, he mastered the bullpen Sunday night in front of the world, Vitello that is, and then you come back, you get in at 4 a.m. I know I'm not into that stuff, but I listen. No BP yesterday. So I guess you got me and other people thinking Shasky and Bontes and Spadoni, okay, it wasn't taking Webb out, but you got to be honest, Donnie, and put the right on the table, brought to you by Echo Pest Control, and say, why was Wynn the one dubbed when you had Dalen Smith, who's come out of nowhere and thrown 15 pitches? But when you got a guy that's fatigued, I just think, okay, who are you replacing him with? And that's where it went wrong. Okay, and so Tony should have known.
Okay, so you wanted a pitcher that had very, very little.
I guess that's all. Well,
you didn't do that.
Yeah.
And this is like their entire. It's not like they have a guy that can definitely go to that they know they can go to.
That's a fact.
And get the bullpen's not very good.
But you got to know who's got some gas left.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are they back to 12, 13 below 500?
And that's yes.
Yeah. They won 4 of 6. They picked up a half game in the standings. Like, this is the way it's going to go.
But how do you stop it from going that way?
Well, I mean, when do we just acknowledge they don't have a good bullpen and that this has happened a number of times this year?
But I guess, and I'll
that,
throw
like,
this
to me. It's to me, if you're going to place blame last night, it is not on Tony Vitello. It is Buster Posey, who's given him a lot of tough choices to make. There's no automatic decisions with this bullpen because nobody's been overly consistent where they're just going to be automatically used in certain situations. But this is on Posey. Fans and baseball people that know way more than me going into this season said, I don't like the bullpen.
Right.
And they were right.
When it used to be a couple years ago, I'm going back to the Doval days when he was good, the strength of your team. But what about the great Shawn Estes, who was on NBC Sports Bay Area, who he might have won himself an Emmy last night, to me, Stoney, by being so just raw and open. And he's a pitcher. He watches his team. He works for the team. He said the exact opposite. I know we'll play that sound here later, but he said that game was solely on Vitello, that loss.
Okay, and that's the way you can feel. I mean, again, what did you expect? We're going to do this all year. I mean, what did you expect when you had a manager that's getting his feet wet? I don't want to go back to this theme, but that's the theme. I mean,
but that was a game you should have.
Okay, then hire a veteran manager who you would have expected to understand how to run a bullpen from day one.
But
these are all to me expected issues, especially from a first-year coach who is still learning how to manage a bullpen.
Okay. I hear what you're saying, but I do want to ask you this because I don't have the answer to this. I don't know how long it takes a college manager to learn the pro game, but you can come at me with this one. I kind of think last night's example of knowing Keaton Wynn is tired or his arm is shot, so he shouldn't be an option, is not calculus math. That sounds pretty easy to me. So I get what you're saying. How do you learn how to play the bullpen like a piano? But that part last night, I feel like I, or Evan should know, okay, I'm going to somebody, but it's not going to be Wynn because I've rode him like a pony.
All right. Well, I really, truly don't know what to tell you. I mean, it was either the guy who had been effective the last two games or a guy who had pitched 15 innings in Major League Baseball. I guess he picked the wrong one. But
I was hoping Webb didn't come out. Again, I won't have answers.
The talent in that bullpen is what's been getting them beat consistently this season. And to me, that's not on Tony Vitello. Yeah.